You're watching CBS 5. Now, Eyewitness News.
The green flag, it is dropped on the Baja 1000 today, an 830-mile race in Mexico. Now, two local men got the bug to give it a go. Kim Coyle has their story.
If we hadn't purchased it, the owner was going to take it to a junkyard and just have it crushed.
But instead, the 1969 Volkswagen Bug was rescued by a group of professionals from San Jose. The 38-year-old classic is being resurrected for a ride even Herbie the Love Bug would envy.
One of the racers described it as a 24-hour plane crash.
I think it's going to be more like a 53-hour plane crash for us.
53 hours and 1,000 desert miles. Jim Graham was hooked after watching a documentary on the Baja 1000, Dust to Glory. Afterwards, Graham turned to his wife and said,
"We have to do this." And she said, "You're crazy." But, within a day, she says, "Yeah, we're going to do this thing." I called a friend of mine, says, "You got to see this." He says, "You're crazy."
Next thing you know, I'm watching it and I'm like, yeah, I do want to do this. Let's do this.
And so Desert Dingo Racing was born in a San Jose garage.
We just started gathering people, and we told them how easy it was going to be and how little it was going to cost them, and then here they are, lied to, and...
Building it from scratch was no easy task. They needed a new transmission, engine, fuel tank, and hundreds of hours of labor.
Of course, we're paying for this out of our own pockets, but it got everybody hooked.
As if the ride isn't going to be rough enough. Look, there's no windshield. It's going to get pretty dusty. This is all they have for protection. If it gets dirty, they just wipe it off and away they go.
We hope we don't run into any cactuses. You've got 100 degrees during the day, 30 degrees at night, so extremes of temperature, extremes of climbing mountains, going through valleys, water 3-4 feet deep.
It's well known as a pretty big accomplishment if you finish, and we're going to finish.
Even if the Desert Dingoes don't finish, this team feels like they've already won. In San Jose, Kim Coyle, CBS 5 Sports.
Now, I am told we do have video just in of the start. Here it is. There's their car. This is today. And, the fact that you see the car is amazing in itself. They are still in the race. They are still racing. So Jim and Mike off to a very good start. We will have exclusive coverage of our local team in the Baja 1000.
They're such durable vehicles, and when they break, what's wrong with them because they're very simple.
But they also say that along the way, you have to look out for booby traps that local people put on the course. Yeah, watch out for booby traps. These guys are nuts. But we'll have it. We'll have it for you every day of the way. It'll take about, 24, 50 hours or so. So we'll have it all the way.
My first car was a 62 Bug.
Really? Mm-hmm. So you had a 1960.
It was not souped up. It had holes in the floorboard, and I would have to scrape the inside of the window and
You know what? That is so you. I think that's perfect.
All right, before we go, we want to remind you about a special